on here. Boo 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 Saturday. Sounds on. Yeah. Let's see. Yes, Meat Chipper Steve is here. It's very cold still. Let's see. Sunny's on an overnight with Diane. Eduardo's with Olivia C for an overnight. Oh, the sound's on here. Oh. And I'm gonna take Eeyore for the night just to get him out of the house. What else? Let's see. Rabbit did really well today. Her and Mac have made big improvements this week. But we went to Crosby's, and it was the first time I had ever seen her nervous with the meat coolers. Because poos are never nervous. They're just like, let's go, let's go. And Bear was nervous in Market Basket the other day, but you never see the poos nervous, so it's a different side of them. But she did really well. Her and Mac has made big improvements this week. Let's see, what else? Tigger was here for the day, playing with all of his friends to get some energy out. What else? Who else did well today? Jagger did really well. He was struggling with his downstay, but he did really well with that today. Let's see, who else? Winnie was today. It's just to sniff everything, but we're working on it. She's a good girl. She's just constantly no focus, but she'll get there. Rabbit got there, so she can do it too. Who else? Bumble did really well. I went to Market Basket and it was crowded and scary and lots of loud noises. We just made our way through all the people, and he did well. Who else? Ed did better. He was less anxious today. Raffy did good. TJ Maxx was really crowded. What else? Everyone was really good today. Yeah, everyone's been good. Everyone's been pretty good. Comets and Cones are doing well. The teenies are enjoying their daily switch. Every time I go in the kitchen now, they think we're going somewhere, though. I'm like, we're not going anywhere. Just once a day, switch in. So tomorrow up here will be probably Smokey, Tito, and I forget who else is down there. Cosmo. Then these guys and Nat will go to the barn. There's Meat Chipper Steve. Any questions? Oh. Any questions? I just think I saw one, but it disappeared. I don't know. Oh, yes, my day was good. Thank you. It was very productive. Very productive. Oh, well. It says new comments, but it's not. It's lying. Let's try again. Questions. Oh. Let's see. What else? Is Winnie still scheduled? Tuesday, whenever the 5th is. I think it got switched. It was originally the 4th, but now it's the 5th. So whenever that is. I think that's Wednesday, right? Maybe? Are there any Penny just finished. And I think that's it. Yeah. Yeah, Honey was just in there hanging with her. Thank you for taking you home. We'll have fun. Is the driveway so icy? Coming up, the driveway before the gate is, but Wade did a lot of sanding today, so it's a lot better. Now it's not an ice skating rink, thankfully. So it's better. I think you should be good, but don't go by me. Anything else? Anything? Oh, something. Do you have a fence in your home? Yes, I do. They have their back area. It's like gravel where they poop and pee. Then we have a side yard with grass, and then where the pool is, so they can go in the grass area. The dogs are always very confused by the pool, but it's good practice for them. Does Winnie have Happy Tail too? Yes, she does. She's in Nut House, so this morning on the white wall it looked like a murder scene in there. Hers isn't as bad as Jagger's, but it's still pretty bad. Who's close to match? We have a few older dogs coming up. I think like 4 of them scheduled, so we'll keep you posted on that. June graduated this week. She loved the lady. Anything else? Questions? They're crazy in the kitchen in there. I did figure eights with all of them Sunday and Monday, between Sunday and Monday. They all did really well, all 11 of them. So tomorrow I'll try and do probably 8 of them and then 3 on Monday in the arena. But they did really well. Only one that was like a little was Marnie, but she was fine. Does Sophia like playing in the snow? Sophia loves the snow. I don't know how she never seems cold, but she loves it. She gets really excited. She's in the car waiting, ready to go. She doesn't know Eeyore's coming with us. It'll be a surprise. Yeah, she loves being outside.
Is that right?
With her pink coat. Anything else before mail call? We got lots of food today. Lots of food. Yeah, everywhere is like an ice skating rink this week. Did you need to take any dogs? I'm not sure. I saw her earlier, but I don't know. I'm not sure. When does Sky go home with Betsy Finley? I don't know. They took her just for a little bit today. Maybe after she gets her rabies shot. I don't know. Or soon. Then it'll be good. So then we'll have an even number of them. I like even number litters better.
Yeah. Oh, we have to at least acknowledge the day.
But probably soon.
I was thinking if we had
She'll have her mom and her grandma.
Fluffy, we could have
Except when she's gone, then I can do 2 teenies a day. I think. Right? 5 days, yeah. Instead of 8 tomorrow and 3 Monday. But they do well. They're very happy. The best, I think, was Smokey. I think he was the best one. They all had little different, like Cosmo was very independent. Gimlet was a little cray-cray. Marnie was a little nervous at first. She had one shooting back moment, but then she was fine. Gray, I think he was good. Who else? I think they all did well, yeah. They're a good little group.
do the best I can.
Sky's so pretty. Like, they're all cute, but Sky just has a pretty face. She looks like Pink. Was it Pink or Taupe? From the litter with teal in it. I forget. I think she looks like Taupe or Pink. I looked up a picture of them the other day and put them next to each other, and she looks just like her. Tito's funny too. He can be a little unsure sometimes. Then you're like, no, come on. Him and Gibson walking by laundry when all the dogs are barking at them. Gibson's like, oh, I don't know if I can do it. But as long as you're like, come on, he does it. And Tito's a little funny too. What else? Wasn't Smokey then? Smokey and Marnie would not go outside. And then I split them up because I think together they're like, oh, we're both gonna. And I was like, oh, I'll just go back for him. And then I was like, oh my God, he's right there. So yeah, once him and Marnie aren't together, then they don't do it. Now they see me and they get excited. So yep, for a while we were not friends. There was one day I spent like 15 minutes getting him from outside of Kennel 10 into the arena, and we did it because I was like, I'm not picking you up, you're doing it, and he did it. I was proud of him. So yeah, they're much more confident now. He's so cute. Will Sky be kept for breeding? I hope so. Yes, that's the plan. That is the plan. When did you start training with a rope leash instead of the figure eight? Noticed she wasn't too happy with the rope leash earlier today. It all depends. Depends how they do on the figure eight. Like Gray, the other day we went right from the figure eight to that. But Sky, yeah, she had only been on the leash once, and she doesn't know them that well, and it was kind of an odd setting, but she's fine on the leash otherwise. So it all depends on how they do with the figure eight is when I switch them over. But if they don't do that well with it, then we won't, because then if they spaz out, then it's around their neck. So good for you. Thanks. All right, it's 5:01. I think she went in the kitchen, so I'll shut the mic off. Yeah, I'll shut the mic off for a second because she's in the kitchen. So have a good night.
It doesn't matter if there's any sound because I didn't know what I was supposed to say.
Well,
Except
okay.
I was the judge, right?
Here's a wind back. So
Uh-oh. Everybody's
he's
calling
calling
now.
us to tell us to turn the sound on.
We got it now, I think.
So lacking an official groundhog or groundhog.
Get the sun out because we're getting
Oh,
we need the sun.
oh, we can get some.
We need the sun part.
We need some. So we are doing a groundhog reenactment. So we have our official groundhog presenter here, and here comes the sun. Oh, and the little bugger sees his shadow. Look at that.
Look at that.
He sees his shadow.
Or maybe it's a shadow of me, but what the hell?
Well, here, let's get a different angle here. How's that?
There we go.
There. Can you see? Okay.
That's good.
All right, there we go. He definitely saw his shadow.
What's that mean now?
You know, he didn't see his shadow today.
He
What?
did?
He did. I believe he did not see his shadow, which means that spring's coming early. If he sees his shadow, I think it's 6 more weeks of winter.
Oh crap.
I think that's the thing.
You're talking about reality here.
I saw his shadow.
Little lacking in detail. Well, that never stopped us. Okay, so we're done with.
So I don't. Did Puxatawny Phil see his shadow? And what was the one in Massachusetts?
Well, Puxatawny Phil is Pennsylvania.
That's Pennsylvania.
I
But
didn't
then
know
there's
we had
one in. Yeah, we have one in Massachusetts too.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
The guy with a hat like this one?
I think so.
Really? What a fake. I should have applied.
I think next year we should do it right here out in the yard. Oh, Bentley, did you want to be part of that whole thing, huh?
That's my board, honey.
He's looking at the groundhog, actually. He's got his eye on the groundhog.
Oh, you want the groundhog?
It's not a real one. It's okay.
You want to play with it?
Bye.
Bentley is having the groundhog for dinner.
Except for its head. Look at that. Look at that.
We saved one. There were 2 of them. Mr. and Mrs. Groundhog. Oh, what's it? Hey, Karen, can you look up and see what the Massachusetts one is?
What am I looking up?
The Massachusetts Groundhog. I know we have one.
I don't think we had one.
No, we do. Okay, Joan from Nebraska says Puxatawny Phil did not see his shadow.
Yes.
Spring is coming early.
Yay!
And Susie, yep.
There you go.
She
Susie's right.
corroborated that.
Can I stop being judge yet?
I don't know. The hat looks pretty good on you. I'd leave it
Do
on.
you know what it is?
Yeah.
Oh. The feed bag.
Yeah, well, you know.
Didn't call me the old bag.
I didn't say anything. I didn't say
But you're
anything.
getting wound up. That's a bad thing.
I didn't say anything.
I'm afraid I'm going to lose Mr. Groundhog here. You're going to be responsible for that.
Okay. Oh, this is Andrea from New Jersey says the major in New York dropped the groundhog years ago and he's not allowed to hold it anymore.
Oh, God.
Our little groundhog's right here. There it is. Bentley's got the other one over there.
He's got the other
He's
one.
guarding it. All right.
Okay.
Miss G,
I'm going to leave him.
Massachusetts State Groundhog.
So Lee says the groundhogs in Canada couldn't agree. The Ontario one said winter is over, and the one in the Maritime said 6 more weeks of winter. So take your pick on which answer you like better. No shadow, early spring, says Laura Coyne.
Oh, lordy, lordy.
Scooter Karen says the masked groundhog saw his shadow.
Yeah.
What's his name, though? Or her?
Ms. G. Miss G's
Miss G?
Yep.
Miss G.
Drumlin Farm.
Oh, here, 2 Cat Mom just put it up.
Yeah.
Miss G is the masked groundhog.
There you go.
Mrs. G?
Ms. G.
Ms.
G.
G.
Ms. G.
Ms. G.
Ms. G. And
I'm so
apparently
far
Ms.
behind.
G saw her shadow today.
Yep.
So apparently there's going to be
A lot of arguments. I can't see them.
There's going to be 6 more weeks of winter in Massachusetts, and in Pennsylvania they're having an early spring. How's that? There we go.
Well, that could work out that way.
Okay, now on to the mail. Oh, this is a good one. Shubi Nakadi Sam in Nova Scotia saw his shadow. Thanks, Shauna.
Oh, I like the hat.
You like that?
Yeah.
That's the
As the
official
judge.
groundhog hat. Here's the official
I'm
groundhog.
gonna judge
Right
today.
here. Here he is.
Oh, got it.
He saw a shadow.
Oh, good.
So you know. All right.
I thought I paid this.
Linda Gallo says, darn rodent. Shauna says, but I think Sam didn't like the minus 16 Celsius temperature this morning more than a shadow. Oh. Yeah, that would be a little chilly. What do we have?
Oh, okay.
Lee says the one that lives under a back deck is still hibernating. She or he is smart, staying out of it. I am too in my yard. Probably see him about April. You doing our homework or correcting?
I'm just waiting for you to stop all this nonsense. 'Cause
we're-
I don't understand it.
We're waiting for you. Go for it.
Oh, okay. Well, this is the bill from the veterinarian
Oh.
on the white Jenny that we had to put down. He was very nice to us. I don't have a clue how he figures out this bill, but what the hell? At any rate,
See ya.
I'm gonna take him
Bye-bye.
for the night
Oh, you taking him home?
to get him out of here for a little bit.
what do you want?
Wow.
Okay, I
You
think
have a
his
good
left,
visit tonight, you?
Huh?
I think his left leg looks better than it did, so keep your eye
I
on it.
will, yeah, and I'll compress him. when we
Yeah,
get home.
okay.
Alright, see you in the morning.
Bye.
Yeah. Good boy, Eeyore.
I can't understand why he would want to get out of here, could you? Wait a minute, I lost the
Okay,
bucket.
Blue Penguin says in New Zealand there was no groundhog available, so a blue penguin stood in as a stunt double and did not see the shadow.
Well, these stunt doubles, you know. Jesus. Any
A
rate,
stunt double penguin. Okay,
moving on.
moving on.
Corporate employee giving program. What?
That was me, I'm sorry. Let's swing the light switch on. I'm still there. Huh?
The green light?
No, the light switch for the porch. Because I just noticed when Devin went out, it didn't go on. So
So then you didn't read the light over, the sign over there.
it wasn't on, so I just turned it on.
I think there's a sign over there that says, don't turn the light on.
Turn the light on.
You'll never guess why.
I don't know why.
Because the neighbors like to get out and look at the stars, and they can't see the stars if our light's on.
But it doesn't stay on, it only goes on when people go out.
No, it goes on a lot. Bird flies by.
So we're
But-
supposed to like fall on the ice so they can watch the stars?
Yeah. Well, she said that, you know, if they were going to fall on the ice, not to bother,
It's
but
too cold for them to go out and look at stars.
she's a very nice neighbor,
This is true.
so
This is true.
she wants to look at the
We will
stars.
accommodate.
We can risk it.
All right.
That's not the biggest problem around here.
They should cut a hole in the roof and then get up above the lights. That would be the best thing.
Apparently, we're in the way.
Well, you know, damn
I
it.
tried. Okay. This is from somebody at AT&T. But you have to call them to find out who. Is the way that seems to work. So we'll put that in and let Linda solve it. That's parent bill. And this is for Donna.
Okay, do we have a donor bag?
I don't know where a Donna bag is. And this is for Teresa, who hasn't worked
Donna
here in
bag, right
years,
here.
so we'll put that out. And this is for a bunch of stamps for me, which I don't think is probably a good idea to even open. I don't.
Oh, I had a card for Donna. Was that it?
Oh, Donna's back to work. I think you're too late for the card.
Oh, she can still get cards anyway.
Does she? Oh, okay. Okay. Well, this is from somebody.
Oh, I think I left it with Linda.
Oh, okay. That's for me.
Barbara from Michigan has your picture up and it says, "Here comes the judge."
Here come the judge. Here come the judge. This is not a bad hat, you know.
It's ventilated,
Yeah?
you know, keep you cool.
It's size adjustable. If you take the clip off the garbage.
Indiana's, Terry White Miller says, Indiana's groundhog Chucky saw his shadow today.
Chuck E. Cheese?
Chucky. How much wood could a woodchuck Chucky
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck
chuck
wood?
wood?
Speaking of that, here we go. I meant to look up today. I haven't had a chance yet. I know there's a poem that starts out that says, "Something there is that doesn't love a wall."
Something there is that doesn't love a wall. On it.
I think it's Robert Louis Stevenson or somebody like, or that New England guy.
Wait a minute, hold on.
My little horse must think it queer to Oh no, that's in the woods. That's the fork in the road in the woods.
Okay, so what was the other one? Something, someone?
Something there is that doesn't love a wall. I'm amazed that no newsmakers has come up with that one yet.
They will now.
I'm pretty sure that's a legitimate quote from somebody. Something there is that doesn't love a wall. And
If I could spell, it'd be a lot
the
better.
theory being that nature keeps knocking over these stone walls, and then in the spring you have to go by and pick them all up and put them back together again.
Mending Wall by Robert Frost.
There you go, I knew it. Mending wall. Is that true? Something there is that doesn't love a wall?
Well, I'll get the whole thing here. It says, something there is that doesn't love a wall, that sends the frozen ground swell under it, and
Yeah.
spills the upper boulders in the sun, and makes gaps even two can pass abreast. The work of hunters is another thing. I have come after them and made repair, where they have left not one stone on a stone, but they would have the rabbit out of hiding. And it goes on. It's pretty long, so
Well, that's enough. We just needed the first line is sufficient. Was I supposed to give her a chicken breast? Stephanie Cerrone. You better give her a chicken breast.
I actually had a class in college where the professor took us out into the woods and we looked at walls and realized that all those walls were once farms. I mean, they were.
Oh yeah.
And
That's how they cleared the field.
yeah, and they were all made more impressively by hand.
That's correct.
And I mean, it's amazing what people did back in those
Supposedly,
days.
well, that they kept their teenagers busy. That's what they did. Teenage boys go out and roll rocks around. That's very good for teenage boys, I've decided. Can't beat it. At any rate, there's a whole deal about most of the old stone walls are two with one on top or one with two on top.
Really? I didn't know that.
So that's how they are balanced. And the Bedstones wall that I know around here is the Winthrops over in Hamilton. It's an absolutely gorgeous wall. Goes around an awful lot of their property. Absolutely flat. And is not put together with any cement. And I know because I hit it. And some geniuses put it together in the first place because Ann, who was Ann Winthrop, and I tried to put the damn thing back together again, and we couldn't do it. I mean, we couldn't do it as well as they had. And
I think it's just amazing. You walk through the woods, and another thing that it's interesting that it indicates is when you walk and you see all these walls, you realize that once those were all pastures.
pastures,
And
right?
you look at the trees, and the trees are not that old.
Yeah.
So at one point, almost all of New England was, I think, like 80% bare of trees.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah, it was just completely bare, because for building, for burning wood, for fuel.
I don't go along with that number.
I will look it up, I will find
No, but
it.
I know that our place is surrounded by stone wall and it was full of trees.
But look at the age of the trees, though.
Yeah.
Some of them, some places I'm sure they're a little
This
older, but
this fireplace is the stone wall that divided the two properties.
oh really?
There's two properties here, you know that.
I think
This
I
was
remember
my
you saying
husband's and
yeah.
that was mine.
Yeah.
Yes, and the stone wall that went between the two, I bought up. We used to have an old Case tractor that didn't have any brakes, and it was a big one. I loaded up with the rocks out of the what is now flat field. The wall went straight across flat field. I pick up all the rock that I drive around and I bring up the pile and put it here for the Italian guys to come and pick it up and make this thing. And I had no brakes, so it was a question of dump the rocks and back up. And that was the first dent in that tree, which I've continued to hit.
I've hit that tree before
You
too,
hit
so
it,
I can't say.
I don't know why that tree is
Well,
there.
I remember you saying once, and I found out it was absolutely true, that for some reason that point of the driveway, when it's completely icy, that's where you spin.
Yeah.
Yeah, you spin right there.
And I remember I was trying to get the tractor up or down, and it spun,
Yeah.
and I got stuck on that tree, and
You
it
can't go
took me about
forward.
a half an hour to get it out
Yeah.
of there.
Yeah, I know this. I've done this many times. It's like the Bermuda Triangle of driveways. It's terrible.
It's amazing though. It is that one spot.
Yeah, and it's no better on foot. I mean, the number of people that fall there, that's why I tried to put the ropes up. So people can hang on the rope and get themselves up the hill. Any rate, may I continue?
Go for it.
Go forth.
Go for it.
Go forth. Go forth. There's somebody named Forth. Go forth.
Go forth. Freddie Forth?
No, it's somebody one of our people. Somebody. Go forth. Is she the one that made my bedspread?
July 4th?
No. Karen, go forth. Who's that woman that made the bedspread? Is her name Go Forth?
Don't know.
We have a Go Forth. Don't we have a Go
Barbara,
Forth?
go for
Linda's
it.
not gonna be able to get about here.
Somebody knows Go Forth?
We have a go for it.
We have a Go Forth. Who is it?
I don't know.
I don't either. I only remember the pieces of things.
Be careful walking.
Oh, I'm in the Pete's house.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Now, it's about the amount of money in the jug. Carol has given me a guess here, and I'm going to mention it because she wasn't supposed to give it to me online. You're supposed to send it to me so that I can make a pile of these things and keep track, because there's no way I'm going to keep track if you send it to me on emails. What?
According to Harvard Forest, Education, Harvard EDU, 60 to 80% of the land was cleared for pasture tillage in the period since the colonial time.
Yeah.
So,
Well, this certainly was. It was pretty hilly, but you know.
yeah. Oh yeah, I know. Anyhow, carry on.
No.
Go forth.
Go
Go for
forth.
it.
All right, there we go.
I think she made my bedspread. I think she crochets.
But what was her name? What was her first name?
Go for it.
Oh, Go Forth?
It's a first name, her last name.
Oh, Go Forth was her name, not just Forth.
No, go for it.
Oh, Go For It.
There's a name before that. Kathy?
Please go forth.
No. No, I don't think so. Any rate,
Okay.
I was about to say before I was so rudely interrupted.
I was just presenting a fact.
The guess on these, it's whoever gets the closest without going over. The amount of money that I determined is in that jug after we have rolled the whole thing. And today, I put online what I had rolled thus far. I have let's see, in pennies, I had $25. In quarters, I had $440.
Well,
In nickels, I had 72. And dimes, I had 510. That's actually backwards, but. And then I had about $50 worth of pennies I hadn't yet rolled. Turns out that's about 45, plus a handful which I threw back in the pot. Now, the pot was, we have rolled 9 inches of money. We have 5.5 inches left to roll. So you put all those numbers together, and you should be able to figure out how much is going to be the money.
well, should you be putting the figures out there if you want people to be guessing?
Go right ahead if you think that helps. They'll go at that for a while.
Okay.
I think I had that backwards, but it doesn't make any difference. I had the dimes was $440.10. That has to have been dimes, and then $510 of quarters. The same numbers. 72 nickels, 25 pennies, and then actually another $45 of pennies with a handful thrown back into the jug. Okay, so send them, and the winner gets 8 monkey fists, 2 of each kind.
Oh, boy.
2 of each side.
2 of each side.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah,
That's
I thought
good.
that was very nice.
I think that's great.
Besides, I've run out of friends to give them to.
Well, wait a minute. Okay, never mind.
I keep making them.
Okay, so Blue Penguin says, in the past, since I'm in the city, when I want to see the stars, I would climb onto the actual roof with my caffeine sugar water dew, usually cookies, and neighbors learn to accept it as business as usual. And Cool X-Ray Lady says, the Oregon Zoo groundhog is named Nancy, and she did not see her shadow.
That's in Oregon.
That's in
They
Oregon.
got a hell of a storm coming in over there. Hope they keep it.
Once in a blue moon, put the poem up for us.
Oh, they put up those.
Yep. Joan from Nebraska says, I hope I pronounced this correctly, Unadillabill. Unadillabill? Unadillabill? Nebraska's groundhog did not see his shadow. Spring to come early.
Well, I'm glad we get all this solved.
Well,
Hope the weathermen are taking note.
Shauna Mitchell says, drop my email if you want. No, I still have it, Shauna. I'm sorry I got that. I will. Make yourself. Are we opening this?
So I'm waiting.
Well, you got stuff on it. You know?
I have 3, don't I? Is there another one someplace there?
Oh,
There's another one.
there's a nice light one to start with. There you go.
Okay.
Bentley's gonna like the bottom one.
Allegro Medical. I know what this is. I know what this is. This will be interesting. These people, this Allegro Medical, they think my husband's office is still functional.
So Ewan Maryland says, yes, Kathy Goforth made the bedspread.
Kathy, how about that? I remembered. You people who think I have no memory.
Well, I was gonna say, and then Graham Two Boy says, Carlene's memory never ceases to amaze me. Of course, she's not here with you every day, so.
Sure
No, I'm kidding.
Okay, what do you mean you're kidding? I know exactly what you mean. Okay. I got some large and some extra large of these things that are called knee bows or heel bows or something. Oh,
I
wrong.
don't know how all these people knew that Kathy Goforth was a knitter. You, Doris.
Yeah.
She did a wonderful job. It's still on my bed. Okay, so these things.
Nora.
Wait a minute. I ordered 2 pair of these, large and extra large. Because
Well,
the
there's another
problem
box.
is
What are they?
these Are we keeping you up?
Yes, but what is it?
It's to put on the elbows of these dogs. We have dog
Oh,
elbow problems.
okay.
Feel that? See that? I think that's a good thing.
Wow.
But they did not send me what I asked for. I asked for
Heel
large
bow.
and extra large. Heel bows. I personally have these for my elbows. I have elbow fun. But I think they're going to be exactly what we need on these dogs. Heel and elbow protector. And then the rest is all in Spanish,
This
so
might
I
be
don't
another
know.
set, because
Wait,
here's another.
oh, that's probably the other one.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
If the box
It's
is a
another
little bit
light.
bigger.
It's another light, very light box.
Okay, let's hope it is.
Shut me off so
Well,
soon.
I'm not finished with this box.
We'll finish then. Hurry up. Go. Did
This,
you want to see the ground one too?
this is for my CPAP cleaner.
Oh, well, thanks for sharing that.
Well, you know, they want $300 for that one you put.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was going to take the Clorox ones and stuff, but I didn't think maybe that was the
No, I think this is
But
probably
this is
better.
specifically, safely and gently cleans. Oh, and the rest is in French. I can't wait. This one's in
Well, this
Spanish.
is great. When you wake up in the morning, you'll be speaking French.
There you go. This one is Spanish.
Well, it's multilingual. There you go.
Heel and elbow protectors. I got that part. But the rest. This is extra large.
What a great way to learn.
Yeah.
Okay, so the other one must be the extra large. Let's try that.
Would you like that now?
These are basically for.
Actually, that's a good thing to have then. If we,
It's for. We have 2 dogs with elbow troubles. The one that just left.
I meant the CPAP cleaner.
I'm still on the elbows.
Yeah, who's the other?
Who's that? Who do we just let go?
Eeyore and
Eeyore and Megan's dog. Walter.
Walter.
Oh, Walt.
And me. Oh, we got brown paper. Whoa. Look at that. And then we have another piece of brown paper. That's very interesting. Get out of here.
Okay. Yeah, you know there's a box of biscuits coming.
Look at that. This is not, no.
You know there's a box.
This box just has this in it.
That's it?
That doesn't have the. Something about to follow. Well, maybe it's in the next box. No, we're
No, I
minus.
don't think so.
We're minus some heel bows.
Maybe the order got separated or something.
Yeah, that can go. Why don't we put that in my office, my room department? Okay, so all we got. They are nice boxes. I don't know whether
Linda might want them. All right. You ready for the biggie?
I'm ready for the big one.
All right. Oh. Oh.
We got that part. It's heavy, huh? Is that one heavy?
Yes.
Oh, it says so. Box may be heavy.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
You didn't read that
I told
part.
you that before I picked it up.
Right. We don't know who it's from yet. Do we know who it's from? Laura. Braun.
Laura Braun.
Braun.
Oh, Laura Braun.
Oh, we
Benny's
got,
up and at 'em.
we got cookies.
Oh, I didn't even keep track of these.
We got cookies. Bentley's
Oh, boy,
favorite
Ben.
kind.
Hold
We
that
do like
close,
those.
Bentley.
And we do.
I don't have any. It's up there. You see your mother.
I think, I can't remember whether we're out or whether we have too many. We can never have too many. But I think we're set for a little bit.
Yeah.
What's that? Good watch little shit.
What?
Here we go. Thank you.
Poor Bentley, he wants a cookie.
Good boy, man.
Let's put them on the floor.
Want the sizzle?
Oh, sizzle?
Thank you.
There we go.
While chaos is in there, like, I have to get up to get one of those. Forget it.
Yes, you do.
All right.
There we go.
Good boy, man.
Well, it's not as heavy as it would be if it were canned food.
Thanks. Oh, sorry, Ben.
Oh.
Did you
What are
get
we doing?
one, huh?
That's all you get.
All right. I have to turn this fan off for a minute. I'm roasting over here.
Okay.
Oh,
I have one other bit of business.
oh boy, go ahead.
This pen company that I got our purple pens from, which are very nice pens.
Those are great.
I have absolutely no complaint whatsoever. Very nice. They sent me this sample today. And at first I thought it was a flashlight. It's not a flashlight. It is a bunch of screwdrivers of many different kinds, very useful, etc., etc. And you put the thing in there and you've got a screwdriver. Not a huge one. You wouldn't go changing the car tire with it, but you could fix your glasses. You could do a lot with it. It's very well made, and I don't know whether this people would like. We could get our name put on it and all. I mean, oh, that's the front end. I don't know whether people would like to have these or not. If they would like to have them, I wouldn't mind buying some and offering them to people. You know, a couple. Maybe $2 worth. It seems to me they're about $1.50 to buy. So if we charge $2 for it, at least we won't lose anything. $2 plus postage.
Plus, I was going to say shipping.
Yeah. Well, you know, a lot of these
That'd be
people
pretty
send me stuff for, you know, they said they want pens and stuff like that. Well, for $2, I could have these.
Yeah,
I have not ordered them yet, but I could do that.
they are pretty nice.
They are. Did you try the quality? It's very nice.
Certainly.
It's that funny.
It is a nice one.
It is, and they're very nice. And you got Phillips, if 3 Phillips head or 4 Phillips head, 4 different flat ones, regular.
And you could take the screwdrivers out and keep your pills in here.
You can put those in there. Yeah, you do a lot of it, I suppose.
Would you like to examine that?
Sure.
There you go.
It's the kind of thing you know, throw in your pocketbook or in the bottom of the car or someplace. And
So,
if you used it once, you'd be fine.
well, they are handy. Every once in a while, you look for a tiny screwdriver and you can't find it.
Tiny screwdriver is one thing. Now let me show you what I use.
Oh boy.
This is the one I have here. It's the same idea,
Yeah.
but it's, you know, industrial size. And I find it very handy because you never have to, every time you want a screwdriver, it's the wrong kind. So this one actually has square and Phillips and flat. Somebody's snoring.
Be Bentley.
So at any rate, it's a smaller version of that, which I find very, very handy. Next problem.
Blue Penguin says this conversation of rock walls and fields seriously reminds her of the '94 movie, The Shawshank Redemption. At the end, did you ever see that movie?
Oh.
Oh, excellent movie.
Yeah.
Excellent movie.
I have not been to the movie.
It's a Stephen King story. But at
Okay.
the end, Andy tells his friend to go to the rock wall where there's a black rock that shouldn't be there, and look underneath it, and that's where he buried some money.
Yeah,
And
it's in Maine, I think.
it's in Maine, yeah.
Yeah. And the tree, I think, was destroyed a couple of years ago on a storm that.
Oh, is that
Full
right?
big tree,
Oh, no
yeah.
kidding. That was a great movie.
Yeah.
Graham Two Boy says, "Don't give away the answer to the money in the bottle. I want to make a guess."
Go ahead. See, because I don't know what the answer is.
Mr. Bear says the money figures are in the featured comment. SDP Tweets wants to know, is the jar the same width for the whole height?
Yes.
Yes, it is. Cylinder shape, right? Well, it kind of cones off at the top.
We didn't get to that.
Okay.
We were up to the flat part.
Okay. Oh, okay. There you go.
And that is in my calculations, the 9 inches that's gone.
Mm-hmm. Come on, catch up here. All right. Oh man. there were a lot of comments, I guess, that just came in. Did Janine take the donkeys and the mini horse today?
I don't know what Janine did.
I
Hopefully
did see
she
her
watered
trailer
it.
go out, but I don't know.
What's today? Friday, Saturday, because you're here.
Right.
So she didn't have to work today.
Well, I did see her trailer. I don't know whether. Oh, thanks.
She doesn't need a trailer for work. Now and again, she has to go to work. Hopefully. Hopefully. So hers is the one college that did not get involved in that closing deal.
There are a lot of colleges closing, even up north in Vermont. And
It's all that bit about them being bought out by the College of America deal.
Mm.
And then they took the money out of it and then went home laughing and closed the places.
Oh, it's terrible.
With people having paid their tuition and now they get no degree, nothing. And there's got to be government get into that kind of crap.
Longie from Netherlands says she took the mini horse this evening.
What?
She took the mini horse this evening.
Oh, okay.
Sizzle.
So do we is that the black mini horse or do we still have a spotted one?
I have no idea. Hopefully she'll know. Let us know.
Well, there's a big difference between the spotted one and the black one. They don't look alike.
Snizzer Mom says, "What's with the Abe hat?" And
What's what?
Jerry from Sacramento says she put it on to judge our groundhog event. And Snizzer Mom says, "Oh, I see." And Colia says, "Yes, it's one of the hay bags."
It's a feed bag.
It's a feedback. Ducky wants to know what's the deadline for the coin guesses.
When I get it counted.
Okay.
We got 5.5 inches to sort now. My guess is if it's a nice day tomorrow, there will not be anybody in here to sort. But if we have a storm coming up, we'll have sorters in there right in front of the fireplace sorting coins.
Well, if I remember correctly, we're not supposed to have a storm until towards the end of the week, and it's supposed to be rain.
Well, rain will do it.
It's supposed to be 60 degrees on Tuesday.
Well, then we're not going to sort coins. I can tell you.
Be out sunning yourself.
It's going to take 3 people a couple hours to sort those coins.
Did you hold the pen up to the camera?
No.
Oh, someone did.
What did it do?
The pen is, Lila posted a picture of the pen. I got it. Thank you,
How
Lila.
did she find the picture so quick?
Oh, of her pen. Not
Her pen.
Not that one.
Oh,
Laura Michelle wants to know, do you have any Danes that you plan on breeding soon? Great news that Sky is going to be in Betsy's family. Intact. That's correct.
I don't know. We have some awfully good puppies coming.
Coming?
I don't know. Yeah, the two.
These guys. Yeah,
These 3 litters
Yeah,
have been super dogs.
yeah, they are.
And I'm not aware that anybody is in heat. Somebody said there's 3 in heat, but nobody told me about it. They're probably trying to hide it so I don't breed them.
Was it May or is in heat down in the laundry room?
May is in heat?
I think it's May, isn't it?
I don't know.
I think so.
One of the black ones from
Yeah,
Germany?
and yeah. I don't know if she's old enough though. I don't know how old she is. I can't remember.
Not quite. She's
Yeah.
just a year.
Yeah.
It might be possible for me to take those 2 black dogs and farm them out temporarily with a family around here and then breed them when they're old enough and send them to Washington State. That's really what I would like to do with those 2 dogs. They're nice dogs. And bred to any one of our studs, they would be wonderful dogs for that guy who's starting with Danes out there in Bellingham. But I don't want to push him faster than he's capable of going. He's put out a couple good dogs.
Great.
But he could stand a hand if he can help, if he can, if he can handle them.
Blue Bonnet from Texas says, I'd buy one of those screwdriver gizmos. They would make good gifts.
They would.
Murr says, me too. Barbara from Michigan, I'd pay $2 plus shipping.
There you go.
It is your price.
Okay.
All right, Swam and Debbie Poor just want to know, how is our awesome Annie?
Better.
We got a not better, but she got a very good report today.
Well, that makes it better than she was.
I guess. Yeah, Debbie went to visit her today, and she had some more movement in her arm and her facial expression, and she was laughing a bit with some stories. Her brother was here, and she was laughing a bit, so she was very upbeat today. So that was good news from today. So, and keep our thoughts with her. That's all we can do. Keep visiting her. Debbie Porges is saying she's having trouble having to log into Explorer every time.
That's not my department.
We'll get back to that in a minute. Scooter Karen says that's one of her all-time favorite movies, Shawshank Redemption. There's another large box on the table in front of the large monkey fist.
Oh, that's
little-
mine.
a
That's
little
my,
box.
oh, little box, that's my
Oh.
box.
Oh, that's Sue's.
Yeah, from Devin, that's right.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Gotta watch it all the time around here.
Joan from Nebraska wants to know if you're having a Crazy Acres Super Bowl party tomorrow.
What's a Super Bowl party?
There's your answer.
I'm not a football fan. They all get lined up and they say bang, and then they all go back. They line up and they go bang. It's very complicated rules and regulations. I don't understand. I did see that one guy hit the other guy. I didn't.
That's generally what they do.
So I couldn't understand why everybody got all upset about that one. They ran into each other.
Because it was pass interference.
See, it's one of those words that
Yeah.
I thought
It
that's
was
what
a
you're supposed to
blatant
do.
penalty.
What?
It was a blatant penalty. They even admitted that they blew it. And it cost the other team probably the game. It's a big deal.
And this is the stuff you want me to watch. I'm not
Pats.
gonna watch Congress.
Go Pats.
There you go, all right. How was Donna's day at the farm?
She got tired.
Oh, I'm sure.
She got tired, but she piked in. She put in all the quick picks,
Oh, wow.
but she didn't have enough oomph to put them on paper, so we may have a small delay.
Do we have an update on
They're supposed to get somebody to sit and read them.
earlier today?
What's
the
that?
numbers.
The bricks, the percentage that's going? You know?
We're sold out.
Sold
yeah,
out?
Robert. Oh,
Oh
okay,
yeah, we
good.
sold out before.
Oh, wow. Woo-hoo.
All right.
Thank
It
you,
was
thank
sold
you.
All
out
right, sold out
yesterday.
bricks. Thank you all.
Yeah.
Oh
Enjoy.
Lord, yes. I was astounded. We had that day that I said, "Come on, everybody, go buy a brick." We had about 95 people went and bought a brick.
Wow,
It was wonderful.
that's awesome.
And then the next day, there's a good 60 or 70.
Wow,
Unbelievable.
that's great. Couldn't do it without you all. Thank you.
No, we couldn't.
Gimme Jimmy. Wouldn't the pen-sized screwdriver make a wonderful addition to the cake day gift to the fire departments? They might like them.
It's more, I don't want to say it, but a women's pocketbook thing. You know? Keychain. I would hate to think the fire department were down and needing a tiny little screwdriver. Well, you know, you never know.
Blue Penguin says Steve the slacker is finally back at Mail Call.
There you go. He calls
Thanks.
He calls them as they see them.
Already did the Annie update. Oh, it's Penny that's in heat. That's right. Thank you, Jane.
Penny.
That's right.
Oh, Penny.
It's
She,
Penny.
she
yeah.
is to be
Yeah. She's beautiful, though.
She's a beautiful dog.
Gorgeous dog. Yeah.
Gorgeous dog. You know, the guy, I feel sorry. I mean, he's trying to put his barn together. You know?
Punky from New York is saying that Liv mentioned there are 3 dogs in heat.
Somebody did. I heard that same word, but I don't know. I don't know who, and they're not telling me.
Who's with Penny? Oh gosh, I can't even remember. Who was it? It'll come to me. Anyway. All right.
They're nice dogs, but I I don't know if they're going to make service dogs because they are a little rough.
So SDP tweet said yesterday, Olivia said that Penny was almost over her heat.
See? That's why they didn't tell me. But no, she's too young.
Sassy Bill, will Tanner be coming back to work at the farm before spring training starts?
Who?
Tanner.
I have no idea.
He has to
I heard
wait.
he has a job.
Well, he has to get his license first, too.
Well, that's true. After all, he's only, what, 12?
No, he's 15 now, isn't he?
15, I think,
Yeah.
Terry White Miller says, could I please move a little closer to the mic? It's a little late. We're almost done. But thanks, Terry.
I also, Tanner, I gave them a car, you know. I gave them that. It's a nice car. They gotta fix it first.
Maybe that will be his.
Yeah, that would be nice because it's it's a BMW, I think, isn't it?
No,
Wasn't it
that was-
Kitty's? It was Kitty's car.
I thought, didn't that? I don't even. I'm not going to comment because I.
It was a
don't remember.
classic. I mean, it was a good one. That's supposed to go 300,000 miles. It only has like
Didn't,
70,000 miles on
Okay.
it. It needs brakes or something. I've forgotten what.
Okay. Lila May, what's for dinner? Wingate at Saturday. Believe it's fish from the restaurant.
Yes.
And Lila May says that she's missing Steve's lamb chops.
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, they were good, but you know what? This fish
this fish stuff
restaurant
is
is
not,
like
not
amazing,
bad.
and there's such a variety there. It's incredible. But
There is some meat there today, isn't there?
Beef,
Well,
there's
Oh no,
beef,
there was sausagey sort of.
sausage,
the sausages,
and beef, yeah.
beef,
Yeah.
fish, stuff, other stuff,
There's potatoes.
more stuff.
Potatoes.
Roast potatoes. A couple of those
Lasagna.
roast potatoes would be good. A scallop or two.
I'm right on it.
Swan
It's
for
already made.
Yep, we're
Good,
getting
okay.
close. We're getting close. Swan for Virginia says all prayers also for always for our awesome Annie. Absolutely. All right, so weather forecast from Blue Penguin. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a low around 22. Southwest winds, blah, blah, blah. Mostly cloudy. Sunday, mostly sunny with a high near 37. Calm wind becoming to that. Mostly sunny, high 37. Sunday night. Well, it can't be sunny on Sunday night.
He's buttering.
Well, it goes on and on here. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but Wednesday, a chance of snow and sleet after 1 a.m. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
Are we done yet?
HIJP 007 wants to know, hi Jib, I guess. Do you think your persistent cough has improved, Carlene? It
Yes.
seems like, at least during mail call, it has.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mind you, I had the flu. I really did a couple weeks ago, didn't I?
You had something,
I did. My nose was running and things like that.
like the plague.
It was terrible, and I didn't totally get it. So I don't know whether that funny tea I drink. That's what they drink in Korea to keep from getting the flu. And I certainly had something, and it didn't get terrible.
Do you think that helped?
Well, that's the only thing I've ever done different is
Yeah,
drink that
yeah.
stuff.
Huh. Can't hurt.
So yeah, well, you know, I have no idea, but I do know in Korea they like it. So I hold my judgment, but my flu wasn't too bad. I have had the flu shot.
But there are different strains, though, so.
Oh yeah, but I don't know whether that means I didn't get as big a. I don't know. I'm not willing to try it without that gook, though. I went and bought 4 jars. 4 jars of
There
it.
you go.
So I'm all set.
All right. Patty M wants to know who's overnight tonight, do you know?
Right.
Bri. Two Cat Mom wants to know, what about Paula? If Penny is in heat, then maybe Paula is too?
Yeah, but she's too young.
The same age, so. Lila May, shout out to Karen CP in Maryland. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Karen. Blue Penguin says about my lack of attendance. She also said penguin hugs. Thank you.
You have to encourage him.
Yeah,
Jesus.
you know. Lila May says, enjoy your evening. And they were asking about Susie, and they've answered their question, and I think we're done. So tomorrow's Chicken Sunday,
That's true, and we're all sold out, and isn't that wonderful?
and we're sold out, and thank you all. Thank you, everyone. Have a
Bye.
lovely weekend. Go Pats.
Go Pats.
That was Susie.
Okay.
Apparently she can whistle. All right, thanks
So
everyone.
we're gonna do.
Have a good weekend. Blue Penguin says the plague. LOL. Did you shut the mic off?
Mike's not off yet.
Okay.
I'm trying to turn the camera here.
Oh,
Why am I? Oh, because I keep hitting the wrong button.
yeah, that would be good.
I could turn this off.